Well, all eyes are indeed on Terrance McKinney here tonight. He's got that UFC contract now.
There was a time in college when he was making bad choices. He could have ended up dead or in jail.
What a road it has been here to the Octagon for Terrance.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Growing up, all I could think and breathe was wrestling. I stopped thinking about girls. I stopped thinking about going to my homie's house, hanging out with friends. I became obsessed with the sport.
He would study film. He would go to camps. He would just go 110%. It got to the point where kids had a hard time wrestling him at practice because he was so driven.
By his senior year, Terrence was top 10 recruit in the United States as a high school wrestler going to college. His dream was to become an Olympic wrestler. Here he is at the top of his career, in one moment, loses it all.
I think college was a little bit too fun for me. I got into partying really bad. 3 to 4 different drugs, like every weekend at every party. I had a huge opportunity. School hit me up and they offered me a full ride for Division II. And I was like, man, this is sweet. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do drugs one more time before I head out for school. Then it ended up being one of the worst nights of my life.
When we arrived on scene, Terrence was in a backyard, sweating profusely, bleeding from the head.
Hey, Terrence, Spokane Police. Can you tell me what kind of drugs you took today?
The officers knew it could be a excited delirium situation.
I had taken a value of acid and like overnight the shrooms, end up seeing demons. I was acting crazy, punched a few windows out of cars.
They tried talking to him, trying to defuse and de-escalate the situation.
I'm powerful, bro. We know. Years. You went through a glass window, so we need to get you some medical attention.
When the officers moved in to take him into custody, that's really when the fight was on. Officers ended up using a taser. They were able to move in and, with brute force, get him into handcuffs and get the medics in to see him as soon as possible.
We're putting you on a gurney.
Terrence's heart stopped 2 to 3 times, and he died while on the way to the hospital.
That changed the game for me forever.
When you think about losing your kid, for me as a mom, it's like, what did I do wrong? What did I mess up? I did my best. I did my best. Terrence, he was our hero. He was the one that was gonna save our family. He was gonna do that being an Olympic wrestler. He was gonna help pay off our house so we wouldn't have to struggle anymore. And here he is, he's not only almost died, but he's about to get a charge and he could have been in prison for a long time. I didn't know what to expect.
I wasn't gonna let this event define who I was. I made a devotion to myself that I was gonna have a complete 360, and that's where I chose fighting.
I remember looking at him, I said, Terrence, if this is really what you wanna do, you have to go at it with all you've got. And I'll back you. And he was like, I'm gonna be a UFC champion. And I said, show me.
I knew when he walked in the door, it was more for a change, not just because he wants to fight. He says, look, Pablo, I'm here to humble myself and listen to the coach. And I was like, okay. I was blown away with his power, his speed, his athleticism.
Pablo, he made me believe I can actually be a mixed martial artist.
Terrance McKinney!
As soon as I start listening to this guy, I start racking off knockouts left and right.
McKinney over and out!
McKinney goes up top, and now he's looking to end this fight. It's over! Are you kidding me? Another first-round finish!
Terrance T-Rex McKinney!
And now when they lightweight history in the UFC.
About 10 days ago, Terrance McKinney was on the outside of the UFC looking in. A lot of people think that he is ready for this opportunity.
We really thought it was going to be a tough fight, like 2-round to 3-round type fight.
Matt Frevola, the toughness, Joe, next level for this guy.
Next level toughness and next level cardio as well. Fights at a tremendous volume.
For those at home, buckle up for this one right now.
Take your time.
Before this dude can even switch his feet to throw a kick, we hit him down the pipe with the 1-2, and that's all she wrote.
Terrance McKinney maximizing the debut!
7-second knockout. That's gonna go down in history.
Tied for the 4th fastest finish in UFC history. Terrance McKinney brought to tears right in front of us.
We're so proud of Terrence, what he's learned from his mistakes. He went from the very, very top all the way down to the bottom, and he had to pick himself back up, and only Terrence could do that. Terrence had to grow up and learn that lesson for himself.
Terrance McKinney!
I know what it felt like to be top dog, to have it all, and I know what it feels like to lose it all. And if I can just share one sentence with you that can increase your chance of becoming the champion, then that's what I want to be here to do, you know?
I just want everyone that's going through struggles to never give up.
Terrence is the epitome of a person who's made mistakes. And he's willing to go and say, I'm sorry. He's willing to admit when he's made a mistake, and he's willing to make amends. And that's the type of man that I am proud that he has become.